Ladies and gentlemen, before we start the forum and in order to avoid any disturbances during the forum later, I would like to ask you to change the mode of your gadgets into silent. Let's do it together. Thank you. The Honorable our panels, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to this forum. Let me introduce myself. My name is NUR ATIRA binti SUHAIMI from Magic Studio. I will be serving as your moderator today. Ladies and gentlemen, our topic is discussed about stress management in relationships. Stress can be defined as any type of change that causes physical, emotional, or psychological strain. Stress is your body's response to anything that requires attention or action. Everyone experiences stress to some degree. The way you respond to stress, however, makes a big difference to your overall well-being. While stress management is a wide spectrum of techniques and psychotherapy aims at controlling a person's level of stress, especially chronic stress, usually for the purpose of and for the motive or improving everyday functioning. Before the forum begins, allow me to introduce the panels. Our first panel is Ms. AMIRAH binti Abdullah. She is an accountant from Bank Islam Berhad, Malaysia. Our second panel is Captain NUR FALIHAH binti IRWAN. She is the captain from Malaysia Airlines Berhad. Our last but definitely not least panel is Ms. Nur NADIA binti Abu Bakar. She is Chief Executive Officer from Samasta Group, an architectural company. Without further ado, I would like to welcome our first panel. She will deliver her opinion according to this topic. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. AMIRAH. The floor is yours.
Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AMEERAH binti Abdullah, and as you hear before, yeah, I work as accountant at Bank Islam Berhad. Thank you for the moderator, and thank you again for inviting me to join this forum today. In my opinion, one of the reasons that lead to stress in relationship is divorce. Even not all of us face it, but it still happen in our community. Yes, divorce is not a good decision, but sometimes it's the best decision for those who going through the situation. And let me explain why it can give people who going through it a lot of stress in their life. As you can see it can be so extremely traumatic for those who need to experience the situation. They usually face a variety of physical issues, including depression or health problem. For people who depends on their partner, it can be so difficult to them because after divorce, they need to take care of their self and need to find a job. Secondly, during their marriage life, both of them are responsibility to take care of their children basis. But after divorce, child custody going to either mother or father. So one of them, they need to take care their children alone, and it can lead to stress because of financial problem. Besides that, from children's side, the children will feel they've been neglected by their parent because both of them are not going to live together anymore. So it can lead children to stress. The children might feel angry to their parent as well. For some people, it may seem normal, but it seems normal to those who don't experience it. But for those who experience it, it can affect them so much. To deal with this stress relationship, I recommend that they can always think positive and always think to move on. They also can exercise their mind to make them more relaxed. So that's my opinion, and thank you for hearing it.
Let's give once again a big round of applause for Miss Mahira Amira. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our second panel. She will deliver her opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Captain NUR FALIHAH. All right, Captain, the floor is yours.
Thanks for beautiful lady Shafiqah ATIRA. So I would like to continue the stress in relationship. No communicating is one of the stress in relationship. As we all know, communication in a relationship is the main thing. Without it, you are just two people. Effective communication brings out the real you in your relationship. A relationship can't thrive or survive without good communication. Being able to have heart-to-heart talks about big issues, as well as open and honest communication about everything, including the little things is vital to any healthy relationship. A lack of communication can have consequences that affect more than just the relationship. It can affect your personal health. At 16%, short-term health problems cause the most stress in relationship, and 18% long-term health problems cause the most stress. Sometimes the lack is about connection being lost. The way you make each other laugh, the words of comfort you share when upset, the hug at the end of each day. A relationship with a lack of communication won't work. There has to be vulnerability. Your partner is not a mind reader. If you let go your ego, keep you from expressing how you feel, nothing will ever get fixed. Stop ignoring them and learn about each other so you can grow together. The lack of communication also can increase in conflict and argumentative behavior. Individuals may start doing things purposely to get on each other nervous, blaming each other for everything, and not complying to rules or requests. But don't worry, these all things can be fixed if prioritize empathy and making sure that your partner feels heard and understood. Listen to understand, not to react. And when your partner is expressing something to you, make it clear that you have understood and validate what they are feeling. Make time for each other no matter what else is going on. Find ways to have fun together. And most important, don't hold grudge. So, we all know without communication, there is no relationship. Without respect, there is no love. Without trust, there is no reason to continue. No relationship can prosper without proper communication, and you can be the only one communicating. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you for the informative and interesting talk. Now, moving along to our last panel. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Nur Nadia, who will be speaking to us. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Nur ATIRA. Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Nur Nadia Binti Bakar. I'm CEO of Samastar Company. By the way, thank you so much for inviting me to join in this forum. In my opinion, of abuse or control in relationship cases characterized by control games, violence, jealousy, withholding sex and emotional contact, and emotionally abused man is harder to pin and point a skill. Abused men and can easily make you think you aren't good enough or that everything is your fault. It is just as difficult to recover from emotional abuse as it is from physical abuse. There are a few types of abuse such as watch how he treats his mother, how does he treat his mother and other women. He controls all that you do. You can't spend your money on yourself or household as you wish. He tries to isolate you. He doesn't like your friends or your family and tries to isolate you from them. You feel bad all the time. You believe it's your fault if he loses his temper. Controlling abusers use tactics to exert power and control over their victims. The tactics themselves are psychologically and sometimes physically abuse. Control may be exerted through economic abuse, limiting the victim, as they may not have the means to resist or leave the abuse. The goal of the abuser is to control, intimidate, and influence the victim to feel they do not have an equal voice in the relationship. Manipulators, abusers often control their victim with a range of tactics including but not limiting to positive reinforcement such as praise, superficial charms, flattery, invitation, love bombing, smiling, gift, and attention. While traumatic tactic is verbal abuse or explosive anger. To deal with this stress relationship, they should try to prepare ahead of time and come up with a plan with the case you find yourself in this situation that triggers your anger. Take an honest look at yourself and your behavior. Thank you.
Thank you very much for all panels for their informative and interesting talk. Very well, ladies and gentlemen. Now we come to question and answer session. There will be two sessions and each session is for 3 questions. Please mention your name and state to which panels you address your questions. Any questions? Please raise your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, we come to the end of forum. We would like to say thanks again for all the panels for their informative and interesting talk and to audience for your active participation. Hopefully, the forum will be beneficial for everybody. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.